Ever since I started doing these things I'm about to share with you right now in this video, I started posting more on YouTube. I started being more consistent. Have I ever struggled with inconsistency? Don't even go there, because I have. In fact, my second name would be inconsistency, because I struggled with that so much. But to God be the glory, I digged my way out of that. I somehow found a way to uproot myself from that inconsistency to becoming someone who is not consistent. If you go through my page, my YouTube content, you're going to find out that I've been posting more for the past like 6 months. 5 months I've been consistent on this channel, and I'm telling you, it's not magic. I found my way around it, and today in this video I'm gonna share my secret with you. Anyways, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Cynthia. Welcome, and make yourself comfortable. Now let's get right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is being myself, because when I started my channel, of course, I'm sure it's like this with 98% of the people on this YouTube space, creators. When I started my channel, I wasn't myself. I wasn't comfortable with who I am. I wasn't authentic, because I would always question myself when I watch myself, like, what am I doing? Why is my hair like this? Why am I speaking this way? I would always like question myself, because I didn't even know who I was. I can't even comprehend what I was doing. I wasn't my authentic self. I was just like there. So that affected my content big time, because it would take me time to come up with a content idea. And even when I come up with the idea, how to deliver will be a problem, because I don't know how to like articulate my message. I don't know how to, pass that message. I wasn't so confident. I've always been confident on camera, but with YouTube, it's a whole different thing. I mean, it's honestly a whole different thing. You literally have to sit and talk to your camera for hours. So being that person who always sits in front of a camera with her microphone talking was a bit strange to me. It was a bit weird, I must say. But putting out more content and, taking this as my job has helped me embrace my flaws, I must say, all my imperfection. It has somehow kind of made me feel more comfortable in myself and in my accent, in the way I talk, in the way I, do my thing. I realize that I cannot be like every other person. I am me. I am Cynthia. Therefore, I am unique. So I'm like, hell, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be my authentic self. The longer I try to be like somebody else, the more harder it's going to make it for me to grow on this space. So that's just it. I started being myself, and when I started being myself, I started noticing that people actually started resonating with my content, and I started having like solid community members, which was really so amazing. I mean, just imagine the power in just being your authentic self. So that made me feel comfortable in my content style and the way I, pass my messages. I will literally be in a car and I'll flip out my phone and talk. I will literally be walking on the street and I'll flip out my phone and talk. I will literally be doing whatever I feel comfortable doing, and I'll flip out my phone and talk, because I can pass my message without having to worry about what people are going to say, or how I'm going to be perceived, if you understand what I mean. But it made me, being myself made me become more comfortable in myself, in me, and in my content generally. One of my students was telling me the other day that she's so scared to put out content, because whenever she put out content, people are always criticizing the way she speaks, because she has a funny accent. I think Uganda kind of, so her English is a bit somehow. So she's like, she's scared about that. And I'm like, I love your accent. When I watch your video, I mean, it's unique. It's who you are, the way you speak. It's not as if I cannot hear what you're saying. I can hear your English properly, but it's just the way the intonation sounds, and that makes you unique. For me, I'm Igbo, and if you notice in some of my videos, the way I pronounce some certain things will have a bit of a Baltic accent, because that is who I am. That's my heritage. That's my culture. It's embedded inside of me. So there's no how I'm going to run away from it. I mean, I have to accept that, because it's part of me. It's embedded inside of me, and nobody can change that. I'm not going to say because of that I'm not going to put out content or any of that. So the moment I realized that, I actually came to this, self-realization that I am who I am. I cannot be you. You can be me. So the next thing I'm going to say is focusing on my work, because if you heard me from the beginning previously in this video, you hear that I said that I started taking this as my job, because obviously it's a job. It pays me. So whatever pays me, it's my job. So when I started taking it as my job, it sort of gave me this renewed sense of purpose and focus. So it sort of helped me prioritize what was more important, putting out content or just sitting there and being shy that people are going to criticize you for one thing or the other when they can't even do what you're doing, or they can't even be you in some way. So it sort of gave me this, how do I put it, it made me feel like I have a job to do. I need to deliver no matter what. So I became more dedicated, and anytime I don't put out content, it bites me. I feel so like I feel like I'm lacking behind in something. So whenever I don't know, it just made me more dedicated because I know in my head that, Cynthia, you have a job to do. You need to put out content this week. You need to put out social content. You need to write down your ideas. You need to do this. It made me become more dedicated, and therefore being more dedicated leads to, more work, being more productive. I have honestly added YouTube to my CV because if anyone asks me today, what do you do? After listing the things that I do, I'm also going to add YouTube. I'm a YouTuber because hello, it also pays me. So a YouTuber, that made me, feel more dedicated, look at this as a job instead of as a hobby or passion, because normally this is my passion and my hobby, so it's easy to just say, oh, it's just my passion or my hobby, but no, it's now a job. So yes, I'm gonna treat it as such. So the next thing I'm gonna say is reading more, because oh my goodness, I don't even know how do they say this. I think reading more exposes you to, deeper things of life, or I don't know how to put that, but I'm gonna say it in my own language. Reading more has helped me. It has opened my eyes to things that I never thought I would know, like things that I never ever thought that on a normal day that I would have interest in. That is what reading has actually made me. I always advocate as in reading is important, even if it's 1 hour every day. It could be, it's not must you carry your, hard copy books and sit down and be reading. You can read online, you can read articles, you can read whatever you have interest or focus on. I don't know how to put it, but honestly, reading more has really helped me come up with video ideas. I'm talking about ideas upon ideas. It has opened my eyes to the world beyond. I mean, every day I come up with new perspectives and ideas to share with you guys. Where do you guys think it's from? Magic or where? It comes from my dedicated effort to actually devoting my time to reading blogs, articles online and websites and all of that. From reading, I come up with ideas, I come up with new insights to share with my audience. I come up with this great, amazing ideas, and it also enhances the way I think, my vocabulary too, my I don't know how to put it, but it enhances everything. It's just so wonderful. There are some countries I've never been to, but if you ask me, if I sit down with someone from that country, I could discuss a lot. I could talk about culture, I could talk about food, I could talk about interest, I could talk about behaviors of people living in that community. And all of this comes from just reading. Reading just has a way of exposing you to things that you don't even, to amazing things. And it's so amazing. So reading is one of the, one of the best things that have happened to my life, picking up that habit of actually devoting my time to actually read. It's one of the best things that has happened to my life, and I must say that. And for YouTube, it's also one of the best things that has happened to my channel, because through reading, I could just be reading a random article. I'm like, okay, I could tell my audience, I could talk about this with my audience. I just have to, how do I put it? Like to find a way to fit it into my niche and, share that with my audience. So you see, that's also a way of coming up with new topic ideas, new video topic ideas on YouTube. So it's definitely a base. So this next one is going to be educating myself, because you can never have enough of education. Guys, if I tell you how much I spent last year for buying courses online, buying courses, and I'm not even kidding, you're going to be like, but is it worth it? 100% it is worth it. I don't ever regret spending money on courses, because I have learned. Let me tell you something about buying courses from people. Most of the courses I bought are about finance, growth, YouTube growth, and cooking courses and all of that. Let me tell you one thing about buying courses. Someone can come up here and tell you, okay, this is what you would do for to grow on YouTube. This is how you can grow on YouTube. Is different from when you buy their course, because when you buy their course, they tend to tell you all the secrets because they know that you paid for this, so they want to show up. They wouldn't want to like come up and give you the random things that you just get online. They would want to, guide you through and tell you all the whole juicy secrets. And that's one thing about buying courses. It has more information, more knowledge, more education, more secret spices. I know most of my students can attest to that. I mean, on here I share a lot of secrets and YouTube growth and all of that, but it's way different when you buy my course. I have a one-on-one course on YouTube, so I will leave the every information in the description box. So it's way different, and my students can attest to that. And apart from that, when you buy something with your money, with your hard-earned money, you will not want your money to waste. Trust me, you want to pay attention by fire by force, because you paid for this. So it automatically has a way of, sending some signals to your brain that you have to take this serious because you paid money for it. So that's another thing that has to do with, buying courses. So you can never go wrong with educating yourself more. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is a know-it-all. We don't know everything. Like, it's not, nobody is perfect, like I just said. So you can never go wrong. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, you can never go wrong with educating yourself, getting more knowledge, and expanding the way you think and the way you do things. So buying courses, educating yourself, attending workshops is really important. Even live videos and all of that, asking questions to better yourself, better your insight, the way you think, and all of that is literally so important, because that way you become a better person in all ramification. And I'm telling you this for a fact, because I am a living witness. I wasn't this good back in the days. I'm saying back in the days like it's been ages, like 1990s. No, I'm serious. I'm serious, guys. Like, comparing me to last 2 years or even last year is way different, because I mean, it's way different. I've bought some courses, I've educated myself, I've learned some things, I've read things online, and every day I want to be better than I am. Even now, from now to the next 5 months, you would see a different Cynthia, because she's currently reading, she's currently learning, she's currently working on herself every day by the day. Now, the last thing that has helped me become more consistent is watching people in my niche. Now, I am not saying copying people in my niche. It's a whole different thing. Watching people in my niche and copying, it's a whole different thing, because I see people like being misguided, or not really understanding what it means to follow up people that are in your niche, because they literally go ahead and they just copy what they do, which is not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be learning from them. I don't know if that makes sense. You're supposed to be learning from them instead of copying, because there's a lot to learn from people doing the same thing that you do, people that are in your niche. It could be the way they deliver their messages, it could be their video editing style, it could be how they appear on camera. So all you have to do is ask yourself, how can I be better, or how can I be myself, be more comfortable just the way they are, or how can I be like this, how can I improve myself to be like this. So you can now add your own originality and become more comfortable in the way you also deliver your own message or your video editing style. I don't know, however, whatever it is you're lacking behind. So it's just a part of learning. It's just like learning from someone, your mentor, or someone who does the same thing as you do. And also sometimes it helps you come up with video ideas. Let me give you guys this secret. Sometimes when I watch someone in my niche and I see that they did a video idea, I don't watch the video, I just go to the comment section and I look at one of the like questions people ask in the comment section. That could be a video topic idea, because if people are asking these questions and a lot of people are liking that particular question, that means people want to see that video. So that's a hint on how to get a video idea. So I mean, this is so versatile. There are so many creative ways to come up with video ideas to become more consistent. And this, I just give you guys a tea, and this is a very solid tea that could actually, give you a viral video, give you a video that is actually doing well, because you want to create what people want to see, and that's how it is. So in a nutshell, all of these things I've mentioned to you in this video have had a positive impact in my YouTube journey. It has helped me become a better creator, a more informed person, and most importantly, a more confident individual. So here we go again. I just shared all of my secret with you once again. That's one benefit of being a community member. So if you're not a community member, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you're subscribed, like, and turn on your post notification for more content like this. And I'll see you on the next one, my loves. Bye bye.